We begin with your voice, your vote, and the second presidential debate of this election season, just hours away, right here on ABC.
It is the first time, though, Democratic nominee Kamala Harris and Republican choice Donald Trump will face off since President Joe Biden exited the stage back in July.
Their 10-year Science political reporter Josh Albertus is here to break down where we are in this race for president and what we might expect tonight. Josh.
Well, guys, they've never met face-to-face on the debate stage before, so while we've seen the back and forth for the last month and a half between these two candidates, this is really uncharted territory for both campaigns, and they seem to agree there's a lot riding on what happens tonight. Especially in a place like Battleground, Michigan, this race is down to the wire going into tonight, with recent polls showing the small last pockets of undecided voters and third-party voters could make all the difference if they choose to support one of these major parties. We spoke to a local communications expert today who said there's a bit of a double-sided game plan that candidates will likely need to focus on.
Historically, I think what you'll see a lot of scholars talking about is that debates have a tendency to not really move the needle too much for their base, right? Instead, I think there are going to be a couple of objectives that both sides are going to go for. One sort of audience that they're going to think about is how do they engage or energize their base, people who are already supporting them. But then secondly, I think it's an opportunity for both of them to try to sway voters who maybe either haven't made up their minds or want to learn more about the positions.
And in the lead up to all of this, a lot of people have been all about the potential contrast in the candidates. Harris's late entrance onto the top spot in this race has her still making herself known to voters, and Trump's team has been trying to do the same, trying to beat her campaign to it and mold the image of her ticket. Now, we spoke to party leaders here in our state as to how they're messaging that contrast and how that plays into what we may see tonight. We'll have that coming up at 6.
Thank you, Josh. Democratic